folks, thanks for staying tuned. We are here at DailyCaper TV. We're interviewing the filmmaker Ron Santiano and the lovely actress MichelleO'Neil. Ron, you recently had a screenplay contest on the internet, which was a great idea, getting fans involved with Wonder Woman. And I hear that a gentleman by the name of Ed Murta was announced the winner of the screenplay.
Yes.
With the screenplay, Wonder Woman Balance of Power,
yes,
which was a great kind of a sequel to the similar title, Battle of Justice. You know, very nice ring to it.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the project without giving away too much? What can we expect?
Well, Ed wrote a really great sequel. You know, it was actually, this is his first script too, I found out that he wrote.
Wow.
And I'm just surprised how well he put it together. And in Balance of Power, it has a lot of great characters. You know, a really juicy villain, really some really great action, and you get to see more of Michelle kicking some ass more.
Right.
But also it has a very human quality to it too, that I believe that shows the vulnerable side of Wonder Woman. And there'll be some great surprises in there too, but I don't want to give it away.
I can understand. we all can't wait. I can't wait. Ron, I can imagine that a lot of people, especially the non-industry, you know, people can underestimate what happens behind the scenes of a project, you know, regardless of how long. This is what, it's over 6 minute project. Can you tell us a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes, how much is compacted into this project, and how long does it take to do something like this from pre-production all the way to the finished product?
Well, I mean, it's unbelievable how much work there is just for even a little 6 minute project. You know, like I said, Michelle called me in December 2002, and for the following 3 months was just working on getting the cast, location, getting the costume together, and the storyboard, the script, and everything. Make sure everybody would be willing to work for pizza for free.
Wow.
So, I mean, because there was no budget in it, but you know, everybody just wanted to do it, and I go, okay, let's just have fun, let's make this happen. And I was able to get my business partner Chuck Stone's building as the main location for the entire movie.
Wow.
So everything you saw in the movie was in one place.
Wow.
We just used the garage for the fight scenes, this office for the conference room, and bits and pieces of the building for other scenes.
Right.
So it really helped in making everything easier and just being one location. And it just was a labor of love. Everybody had a great time, did it, and it just shows on the film.
You can tell that it's a collaboration of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is it hard when it comes down to editing, deciding what gets cut, what stays in? And we had that transformation scene from Diana Prince to Wonder Woman with that superimposed fireball, which was a great, you know, retro 70s effect. But I understand there was a lot of footage of Diana Prince that was not in the film.
Well, that footage for the Diana Prince was actually tailored for the TV trailer and TV spot. And so it wasn't really actually made for the actual short itself, the film short. But in regards to editing, you know, for me, I edit on the set.
Right.
Because I know that I'll be editing it. I just shoot what I need.
Right.
But sometimes it's not a perfect world, so things may happen on the actual clip that's not working, maybe it's running too long, or you didn't get the right sound. You know, you have to clip here and there, and sometimes, you know, that whole scene may not work at all, so you just may dump it, and you know, what they say, leave it on the cutting room floor.
Right.
So I mean, editing is a very creative process, and it'll change. Sometimes the whole story can be different from the actual script. So, but you know, yeah. But I pretty much was able to keep 95% of everything that I had storyboard and scripted in the final product. So
I'm sure a lot of the actors want to keep that too, just to see all the spooks and all that.
Exactly.
It seems a lot of films lately, especially the ones that are revolving around, you know, comic book characters, seem to overemphasize on a lot of, you know, special effects, over choreographed fight scenes. You see the same, you know, effects over and over again, kind of redundant. Do you think that they prioritize that over what really counts, as you know, as far as a good script, accurate casting, you know, some more substance, and how important do you think that is?
Well, for me, story, no matter what medium, you know, book, video, TV, films, you know, story is always key, always number one, no matter what. Because if you have a good story, you got a good foundation, good characters, everything will just kind of fall into place, you know. But the story is always the key.
As far as order, can you give me any type of idea of what order you put the concepts in, as far as importance? I mean, like story, casting, CGI.
Script, story, number one. If you have something good and solid with that first, and then I believe cast would come in, and then from that, like maybe, you know, costume and hair and all that kind of stuff, and special effects actually for me would be, you know, near the bottom in a sense, because that actually comes in post or after the whole thing is put together.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But the thing is, you know, I don't really try to emphasize that over the story.
Right.
It just enhances the story, moves it forward.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people get all tied up in the special effects that they think that should be the story.
Right.
You know?
I agree. A lot of the greatest movies have no special effects at all, and they're still great movies.
Or little.